Hey everyone, hello, thank you for watching the replay. I am here in my kitchen and I'm making dinner. We are having some German food. And I started realizing there are so many times that there are like totally obscure spices in our kitchen, right? Where you're just kind of like, this recipe calls for like celery seed and you're like, when am I ever going to use celery seed again? And then you buy it. And I watched this thing on a cooking show where they were like, oh yeah, so a lot of your spices, they expire within like 6 months or 3 months. You need to check the expiration date on spices. And a lot of times they say the spices will last and then it turns out that they don't. And one of the places they said like your cinnamon, for example, like who in here has cinnamon in your cabinet? They said if it's past 6 months, it's like the equivalent of pencil shavings, right? I am not putting pencil shavings in my kids' applesauce. I'm just saying. But if you have cinnamon and you don't use it in 6 months, it's equivalent to pencil shavings. And so I was like, man, how do you like solve that problem? Like, how do you not waste money? Because I mean, sometimes the whole thing of like, what do you call it? Hey, Alicia.
Can we wave to her?
Yes, go ahead. And so anyhow, sometimes if you I don't remember what I was saying. But anyways, if you have spices, my whole point is, if you have spices that are obscure that you're not going to use for every recipe, it's kind of like, man, I don't want to keep buying. And oh, cinnamon, it's like $3 for like organic cinnamon sometimes. So, and I know you could buy the cheap stuff, but then the cheap stuff doesn't taste as good, right? And so anyhow, this is just one of those things where you're like, I don't want to waste my money on spices, right, SB?
Right.
And I don't want to be throwing my spices away, right, SB?
Right.
And so here's a cool thing you can do, okay? So right now, let me show you what's in the pot. We have, what is it, SB?
It's sauerkraut and sausages.
Yeah, so this is German food, okay?
I love it.
Yeah, it's...
especially the sausages.
Yeah, oh my God, the kids tear up these sausages. They're so good. So anyhow, super easy dish. Like, I actually just buy like a can of... this sauerkraut from Trader Joe's, right? So it's just this really yummy sauerkraut. It's even got pickles in it, which is cool. And so I actually reuse these jars too for body butter. Super really cool jar.
Cool, huh?
And then over here we have some potatoes crisping up. Okay.
We better keep the lid on.
Yes, we definitely need to keep the lid on. All right, so let me show you guys my trick, okay? Because this recipe totally calls for, I forgot to bring my stand in here. This recipe calls for dill and it calls for celery seed. SB, can you hold the camera? Can you hold it still? Don't move it around too much, okay? Because then everybody will get dizzy. All right, so here's my trick, guys. I don't have to waste my money on spices that expire because guess what? There is celery seed essential oil and there's dill essential oil, right? Shut up. Okay, so look. Peanut over here. Okay, so all we're gonna do is we're gonna take, whoa, I'm gonna have to help you with your camera skills. There we go. Thank you. So celery seed, we're going to, and then open up your hand. There you go. Point towards the pot a little bit. We're just gonna go, ready? 1 drop. Bam, that's it. Dill. Okay, hold still, honey. And then the dill, we're just gonna go, ready? Ah, come on out, dill. Okay, I'm going to shake the bottle because I'm going to hurry. Dill, 1 drop, bam. Okay, that's how easy it is. I'm going to recover the phone. That's how easy it is to cook with essential oils. And guess what, guys? They don't expire. Okay, so that is a really brilliant trick. Plus, on top of that, you can make dill popcorn, which sounds really crazy and maybe gross, but it's actually not gross. Put 1 drop
really
of...
delicious.
Yes, you put 1 drop of dill in your butter. Melt your butter first, then add 1 drop of dill, and then pour it over your air popped popcorn. Like, we live off of our air popper for popcorn, and it's just so yummy. So if you are one of those people that are like, man, I would love to bake and I need cinnamon, but I don't want to like throw a ton of cinnamon away, guess what? Cinnamon bark essential oil. Guys, look at this. There are lots of essential oils in my kitchen, okay?
So much.
Look, cardamom. Who's ever used cardamom, right? Like once, maybe twice. It's super good in Indian food, but I mean, I'm not going to make Indian food all the time. And if I did, I wouldn't necessarily need that. Coriander, that's really good in Mexican food dishes. We use that in our chili a lot, right? Clove. I love making a fall dish with clove, right? And clove is actually really good for achy hands or achy joints. You know what I'm talking about, guys? All right, dill. We just went over dill. We'll put some on in a minute, okay, honey? Tarragon. I never use tarragon when I'm cooking, but every once in a while, if I go to allrecipes.com and I get myself something to eat and it says tarragon, guess what? I got an oil. Ginger. I have so much old ginger, it's not even funny. Okay, so nutmeg, right? We all use nutmeg, but again, these spices, guys, they expire, okay? So this is just a really fun way to have non-expiring spices to be able to cook with them. You only need 1 drop of that oil. It's going to last you so long. And you can even use it in teas, and you can put it in your diffuser. If a cool recipe comes in, like you can make pumpkin spice smelling essential oil by mixing together clove and nutmeg, as well as some orange essential oil. Okay, so there's so many, yes, there's so many fun things that you can do. And anyway, I hope this helps.
Especially mango.
I hope this helps encourage you guys to feel like you have more uses for these amazing Vitality essential oils. So, all right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.